Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be about the narcissist and did they ever truly love you? Now, love is defined on individuality. It's defined person by person as to what their individual meaning for love is. So although we can never say whether a narcissist loves us or not, or loved us or didn't love us, we cannot be sure that is what that narcissist knows. We can make sweeping generalizations about whether a narcissist is capable of true love or not, whether a narcissist is capable of genuinely caring about other people with their lack of empathy, their lack of object consistency. We can generalize that most narcissists don't love, or if they do love, it's not in the way that we would love another person. It's a case of if they loved you in the ways they claimed to love you, they wouldn't hurt you in the ways they deny they hurt you. So perhaps in a moment when a narcissist is getting their needs met, yes, they can love you. However, as they lack object consistency, as soon as there is an argument or a disagreement, they no longer love you. They no longer care about you. They no longer want to be there for you. As soon as their needs are no longer getting met, they're no longer interested in you, which is what many would call conditional love. The narcissist will treat you well so long as you're living life on their terms. As soon as you're living life on your own terms, unconditional love, where you love people for who they are as a person and allow them to express themselves and be themselves. However, with a narcissist, as soon as you start living life on your terms, the narcissist no longer cares for you, or as soon as you need some attention, the narcissist no longer cares for you. The tricky thing is, with a narcissist, they sell you an illusion. They mirror you, they future fake with you, they tell you everything you want to hear. They sell you an identity of who they are, which matches who you would like them to be. And as that is the reality, you live at that present moment in time. You believe them. You believe they're genuine. You believe when they are showering you with affection, attention and support at the beginning, when they are messaging you to see how you are, you believe they genuinely care. You build a belief around who that person is. You build an identity upon who that person is. So when they show you who they can also be, you're forever trying to get back that person they sold themselves to be. And they sold themselves to be that person to get their needs met. And while they were selling you that person, you were meeting their needs. So you receive that conditional love from them. As we are human, as we are individuals, as we make mistakes, as we live our own lives, as we might disagree with other people's opinions, as soon as there's a disagreement, a narcissist doesn't like this, which is when that conditional love shows its face. However, we are programmed to believe in that person that we met. We are programmed to believe in the parent who can show us love. We are programmed to recognise those good times with our parents, those good times with our partners, because we have unconditional love. So when you have unconditional love, when somebody else makes a mistake, you're not quick to make judgments on that person. You still love that person, you still care for that person, you still recognise the good in that person, which is why those with unconditional love do attract those who are after conditional love. Same as the narcissist people pleasing and people who genuinely care about others people pleasing. I'll link this video up here. So this video is going to be some signs of unconditional love versus conditional love. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about the narcissist personality disorder, to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with in your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you overcome narcissistic abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. When it comes to someone on the narcissist personality disorder, or someone with high traits of narcissism, if one of those traits is envy, if they are envious of other people, they often seek to exploit other people to take what they are envious of, or they seek to destroy other people so that they are no longer envious of that person. So this is that conditional love. While they are envious of something you have and they can love you and exploit you for that item or that quality within you, they will shower you with love. If they realise they can't take that from you, they will go all out to destroy you. With unconditional love, you're not usually envious of other people. You might have feelings of jealousy where you would think, oh, I would love to have that. I would love to do that. Oh, you are so lucky. But you'd be pleased for the other person. Therefore, you wouldn't want to take it away from the other person. You wouldn't want to destroy it for the other person. Because although you might be jealous of them or something they have, because you can love unconditionally, you still care about that person. You still want what's best for that person, because a narcissist love is conditional. If you're doing something they are envious of, they cannot be happy for you. Why often they then seek to destroy you. As a narcissist is entitled, or if someone has high traits of narcissism, and one of those is that sense of entitlement, they can seemingly be extremely needy as they feel entitled to get their needs met. So when they're getting their needs met is when they're going to show you that conditional love. As soon as they're not getting their needs met, they no longer care about you, which is when they're going to show you they don't love you. People can go through things within their lives, whether it's physical trauma, personal trauma, losing a job, whatever happens, life hits everybody. People with unconditional love will be there for the other person no matter what, often to their own detriment. With a narcissist, if something is happening in somebody else's life, if someone is facing some sort of difficulties which is taking the attention and the entitlement away from the narcissist, a narcissist no longer cares. People can be in a car crash and be in a hospital and need to recover, and a narcissist will walk away from them. A narcissist can drive people to the depths of despair and depression and anxiety, and because that person is no longer supplying the narcissist will walk away from them. Whereas those with unconditional love will care for the other person no matter what the other person is going through, because they want the best for the other person. Why? Those that love unconditionally often stay way longer than they ever should have with those who love conditionally. And more often than not, those who love unconditionally believe that the other person is coming from the same place as them, and those who love conditionally believe that the other person is coming from the same place as them. So the beliefs keep people trapped in that cycle. A narcissist believes they are above others, so their love is usually rooted in their own ego. That conditional love, while their needs are getting met, while they're being attended to, while they're feeling superior, while they're feeling better than others, while they're in control, while you're living life on their terms, they will show that they love you. As soon as you step out of line, as soon as they feel criticised in some way, as soon as they don't feel above you, they need to put you back in your place. So they remove that love away from you to train you to work harder to please them because they believe they're above you. With unconditional love, you don't think you're above the other person. You class yourself as equals and you try to help each other out, raise each other up. A narcissist seeks to pull people down to feel better about themselves, to make themselves feel bigger. The quickest route for a narcissist to make themselves feel better is by destroying other people, usually because they don't feel enough within themselves. So instead of doing the hard work of feeling enough or helping other people out to feel better about themselves, they find it easier to just destroy others to feel better about themselves, not realising in the long run it's making them feel worse. Narcissists are very demanding, they're very controlling, they want to remain in control of their environment, they need that sense of certainty. Most often they fear abandonment, they might fear exposure. So they almost pass those traits of codependency into those around them to make people dependent on the narcissist, so that the narcissist doesn't feel threatened, the narcissist doesn't feel like they will be abandoned. However, if they are the self-entitled hypocrites and they are envious of others, when they see something they perceive as better, they will happily abandon the person they made dependent on them. And narcissists make people dependent in many manipulative ways, from isolating from support, to making people not feeling enough, to isolating from financial resources. With unconditional love, people usually seek to allow the other person to be themselves, often offering finances to allow that person to achieve their dreams if they've got the finances to offer, often putting off going out with their friends and family so that the other person can have their freedom. Narcissists are often very arrogant and they are unpleasantly proud of their own behaviour. They're also very judgmental of others. They hold on to a lot of grudges. So as soon as they believe someone has wronged them, they no longer care about that person. Whereas people who love unconditionally are often less judgmental of those around them. They often recognise that they themselves make a mistake and other people make a mistake. So they forgive people for the mistakes that they make. With a narcissist who's judgmental, entitled, believes they are above others, holds grudges against people, it's that conditional love. So as soon as the narcissist believes you've wronged them, that conditional love comes out because they no longer care about you. Narcissists often seek supply from other people. They often need to have someone giving them that supply. More often than not, nobody falls in love faster than a narcissist who needs a place to stay or needs attention from other people. Not all narcissists jump from relationship to relationship. Some narcissists can hold down a relationship for many years. It's not a healthy relationship, but they can hold that relationship down. Others jump from one partner to another, often crossing over partners. Some can be alone if they've got children they can rely on, if they've got parents or friends that they can rely on. But with that conditional love, a narcissist is often seeking somebody to provide for them, to serve them, to do for them. And as soon as that person has their own needs or has something else that they have to do, the narcissist no longer cares for the other person because the narcissist expects that person to tend to their every need. Whereas with unconditional love, people aren't usually looking for others to complete them. They are complete within themselves. Even if they don't feel enough, they're not looking for somebody to serve them. with unconditional love, they're usually the person that's serving the person they love, believing the other person is also serving them, that two-way street, and understanding that life happens at times, people get busy at times. So if you love unconditionally and care about someone unconditionally and they've got something else on, you just accept, oh, okay, you've got something else on, fair enough. A narcissist doesn't accept this. They take this as criticism because they believe they are number one. They believe you should serve them. So when it comes to a narcissist and love, depends on the narcissist you're dealing with, depends on how many of the 9 traits of the disorder they've got, which trait is more apparent within that narcissist. If a lack of empathy, entitlement and envy are their top 3 traits, they're not going to be the kinds of people you want to be spending your time around. If these are low on their traits and they just believe they are special and arrogant, still not really the kind of people you want to be around, but they're going to cause less damage. Although pain, damage, that's individual to the person. We can live the same experience, but how we experience situations is different. It's unique to ourselves. You can have people that just have 1 or 2 traits of narcissism that aren't on the narcissist personality disorder spectrum. Still not really the kinds of people you want to be around, especially if things like entitlement and lack of empathy are the 2 signs of narcissism that they have. Regardless of whether they loved you or not, loving somebody unconditionally does not mean unconditional acceptance of bad behaviour from that person. Loving somebody unconditionally means letting them go, setting them free. If they have to hurt you because they don't believe you're providing for them, set them free. Let them go and live their life. And if you're dealing with a narcissist, you need to set them free so that you can set yourself free. I shall add in the video description the video about whether or not a narcissist can love, which I did a year ago, which just goes into more detail of object consistency, object relations, and their lack of empathy to explain more on that. However, if somebody is causing you pain, if somebody is repeating those patterns of behaviour, they're not the somebody you want to spend the rest of your life with. Whether that is a parent, a friend, a partner, a work colleague. If anyone has any thoughts on the video, please add it into the comments. I am currently full for one-to-one coaching. I have partnered with BetterHelp and their sponsored link is in the description. Thank you very much for listening. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.